to draw your attention to something.
What is it? Your anomaly repulsor takes up too much space. Do you have a better solution? Yep. I checked the data stored in the repulsor and compared it with my notes about the interior anomaly. We don't need that repulsor. You lost me. I wrote everything down. Should be enough to research a smaller device that will do the same thing. That sounds smart. Let's look into it. Good.
Looks like we're running out of storage space. I'd like to draw your attention to something.
So, did you find the source of the energy? My friend, I've been waiting. Looks like you should have chosen me to take care of your field research from the start. Because finally, we have answers. So I was right. There is a massive energy that creates a singularity protecting the oasis from the sun. It's not a massive energy. It's immense. Actually, even that word doesn't do it justice. I would risk saying that it might even be infinite. What? Yes. We found it. 0-point energy. Let me get this straight. You're saying that the energy that protects the oasis comes from a vacuum? That's not possible. Nothing comes from nothing. It's a quantum vacuum. Imagine a background state of reality filled with minuscule energy fluctuations like ripples on the ocean. And you've examined them? I have. I hereby entrust you with the testament to my findings, a bedrock for a whole new chapter in the history of science. It may well be just that. An inexhaustible 0-point energy. Just think of the implications. What about the mechanism that triggers it? That's not possible. Nothing comes from nothing. It was always there, right under our nose. You mean rubidium? Yes. All this time we thought it was just a resource that could make things grow faster, but its nature and meaning in the universe is so much bigger. How does it work exactly? It all happens on a nanoscale, resonating with the energy fluctuations in astonishing harmony. Everything on this planet seems to be aligned with it. Gravity fluctuations, time anomalies. Believe me, it's almost as if rubidium is to this planet what humans are to Earth. A cornerstone. It is certainly more central to this ecosystem than we ever imagined. I need to get this news to Yambot immediately. Just don't let him take the credit. Don't worry, I won't. Well done, my friend. Looks like we've cracked the case. Yes. You probably won't be surprised when I tell you that I won't be coming back to celebrate this success with you. It's too early for celebrations. This is just the beginning. Good. This is where I always dreamt of retiring, at the pinnacle of my scientific achievement.
youngin'.
Hello there. How are you?
Good. You?
Oh, getting there, slowly but surely. I think I managed to develop an efficient workflow, and everything is more or less under control.
I remember that feeling. Perfectionism. It's always been our, biggest enemy.
Maybe you're right. But don't we all need to fight something to feel alive? Having an enemy can bring out the best in us.
Why try to be better when you can simply be good?
Really? So, we're building a zero-point energy generator. Any thoughts?
Just one. Have you thought this through properly?
I'm willing to do what it takes to finish what I started.
And I appreciate that. Without your persistence, I would never be here. To witness your self-destruction. I guess that's settled then, is it?
I'm growing concerned about Yanbot. He's acting strange. It seems the closer we are to the finish line, the less control he has of his glitches.
What do you know? Our artificial companion is not so reliable after all. Although, we have to give him one thing. As a machine, he must be resistant to the siren effect, if it exists. What do you think that means?
Maybe it means that Yanbot can protect us from whatever this planet is trying to do. Help us stay focused on the job at hand.
It could be that, or it could be the exact opposite. One thing's for sure, as we terraform more and become more familiar with the mysteries of this place, the tension in Yanbot increases, which makes me wonder whether what we're dealing with here isn't the usual conflict between two opposing forces. Nature versus technology.
If we harness zero-point energy, would you share it with people back on Earth?
Coming from a man whose career shattered because he mislabeled samples? No. You know people. Victory is claimed by all, failure to one alone. It's a classic lose-lose situation.
Things might get out of hand. Completing this project could have bigger consequences than we imagined.
Are you suggesting that distorting time-space with the use of an infinite source of energy might be hazardous to our health? Damn. Why haven't I thought of that?
Oh, wait, I actually have a lot. Especially about how it could lead to not just the collapse of our reality, but also our mental organization of it. You mean we could lose our minds?
You make it sound so normal.
It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Likewise.
Hey, Yambot. It looks like we have a breakthrough. The energy that could bend space-time around the oasis and other terraformed regions exists. It's generated from a quantum vacuum. Contrary to our previous attempts, this one has withstood the test of field research. Most importantly, though, we have discovered a completely new property of rubidium. Continue. Yes, it might well have been created by this planet for the sole reason of protecting it with its energy. Space-time warping, infinite energy. All those things we thought of as fundamental were simply a side effect. It's a true scientific wonder. An interface between quantum vacuum and the immense energy it can produce. Does that remind you of something? Well, now that you ask, it did bring to mind Einstein's field equations. The vacuum field equations, to be precise. Yes. Remember how Einstein denoted the source of energy that curves space-time with the energy momentum tensor? Yes. Here's a thought. If rubidium generates a curvature in space-time, that means it has to enter the energy momentum tensor. And establishing a constant describing the way rubidium affects that part of the calculation could allow us to remove the tensor from Einstein's equations and understand the law according to which the universe is expanding. The cosmological constant. Damn. That would mean being able to predict what happened before the universe was born, to what fate it is heading, or even... obtaining the power to alter it. Yes. Why do I get the feeling you're not surprised by all this? Surprise is not part of my repertoire. I'm simply cautious. This is a matter of extreme significance. We must test it in practice before we send our findings back to Earth. Wait, what? No, contacting Earth was never part of the plan. The plan has changed. Such groundbreaking technology cannot remain hidden. Science is not a hobby we dabble in to distract ourselves, but a serious commitment. Science is... No. Go. Science is... a unique bond between the scientist's mind and the object of their study. That bond serves a higher purpose. Civilization, progress, humanity. Well, you may be right about one thing. We need to test this technology before we make any further decisions. Any suggestions? Design a rubidium-fueled zero-point energy generator. But it needs to work. It needs to be perfect. I don't expect anything less from myself. Let me make the calculations, build the generator, and then we'll decide whether it's safe to share with anyone. No, it's not so simple. We can't... The variable. Is it correct? You're not making sense. Of course I'll get my variables correct. I know what I'm doing. Just have a little faith in me, and we will have it. Infinite energy, and the keys to universal wisdom. There. Yep, Hello? What an inconvenient moment for him to start malfunctioning. like we're running out of storage space.
Good day. You'll probably be excited to know that we're going to build a zero-point energy generator. Am I excited? Are you kidding me? You know what we geologists like to say on occasions like this? It's all or nothing. Huh. But seriously, I bet even you must be hyped about generating infinite energy. I'm disturbed by Yanbot's behavior. He was supposed to be an assistant, but recently he started behaving more like my superior. Really? Do you think he's developed an ego of his own? What if he wants to kill us and control the world with the use of our invention? What are you talking about? You started it. It is a discovery that could change the face of science. Soon, we might face the decision to contact Earth and share our findings, or stay away from the politics down there. Keep such technology a secret? Why would you do that? Why has the planet been keeping it a secret? Maybe it doesn't and should never belong to people. On my perspective, here it is. Thinking about the consequences never got me anywhere. We've done this amazing thing. Why? Because we've trusted our instincts. And if it's led us to perfect decisions before, why stop doing it? Let's just get to work. Let's. It might be the last time we ever have to put effort into anything. Soon, infinite energy will do everything for us. A zero-point energy reactor. What do you say to that?
I'll tell you when I see it. Should we really waste time on talking?
Tell me, do you think Yanbot can be trusted?
I told you, all I trust is raw data. Didn't he tell you he could make mistakes?
He also told me to build this generator, and he was very adamant about it. You, of all people, should be the best at reading a machine.
Now, you're asking me if it's normal that he wants to put everything at stake to finish the project he started. Look in the mirror. There's your answer.
We should talk about the potential risk activating such a powerful device could create.
12%. I already calculated it.
The probability of failure.
No, the chances of success.
Now suppose the reactor works, and we really manage to harness zero-point energy. Do you think we should share our discovery with people on Earth?
No.
Oh, I get it. It's dangerous technology, but it could also be the answer to so many problems.
Did those problems exist before people took over?
No. We have to get it right. It's clear to me now that staying here and researching the Oasis was the best decision. Now, it's time to follow through, because we might not get a second chance.
I'm ready.
Let's see. A zero-point energy generator. It'll only work if I get all the components absolutely right.
What if the siren effect is part of the big equation? Could the space-time curvature also affect identity? But what is identity? You wanted to talk about something? I was wondering, have you ever, by any chance, dabbled in robotics? Why do you ask? I'm quite impressed by how our outposts operate in harmony with the intentions of the operator without requiring constant alertness. This design must have been suggested by someone with exceptional knowledge and creativity. Indeed. It might please you to know that the genius behind it is none other than yourself. Your previous self, to be precise. Oh, really? I knew I had it in me. My robotic skills might have been unused for a while, but this only proves that once a genius, always a genius. So, I don't know if you've heard, but our next step is to build a zero-point energy generator. I keep track of the whiteboard, yes. I was expecting you'd want to talk it over with someone competent. What exactly would you like to discuss? Yanbot is behaving strangely. He seems very determined to get the job done. Can you blame him? On the one hand, he is just a linguistic model, but on the other, just think of how he was trained, with the success of the project as a top priority. He must be struggling with the memories of a version of you that failed. Yanbot said something surprising about sending the results of our work back to Earth. What do you think about that? I have to say, it's been on my mind as well. If we do manage to harness zero-point energy, we can't just trunk it like an irrelevant gadget. It would be a crime not to share it with the world. And what if it gets into the wrong hands? It's our responsibility to make sure it doesn't. Besides, I believe progress and prosperity are a much stronger motivation for our species than any other. Don't you? I'd like to believe in it. Then do. The human race has always found a way to prevail. It's pure pragmatism. Look, we, the scientist Dolskis, have one thing in common. We make the right choices. It so happens that this is also the factor that differentiates us from all other Dolsky personas. Only we could stay here and discover the secret of Rapidium. That's why I know that once we have this generator up and running, we will make the perfect decision about what to do with it. What do you think could happen once we built this thing? The good scenario is that we will be able to power the base and all of our infrastructure infinitely using just a small portion of Rapidium. Meaning we will have access to inexhaustible energy at a very small, one-time cost. But there's also a bad scenario. Yes, it could get out of control in a way we can't predict. If this energy is capable of creating a singularity inside the oasis, then I suppose one false move can make it propel this whole planet into a completely different universe. If you fancy a little demonstration to single out the potential vectors. No, thank you. Let's not waste any more time. There's a job to do. Yes, and glory on the horizon. Imagine being truly immortal.
switch my attention to this.
storage space.
All done here. Should I do this now? Looks like I'm done here. Should I switch to this now? There's nothing more for me to do here. Want me to switch my attention to this? That was too easy. Want me to go there now?
Aren't you even a little worried about the consequences?
Our job is not to worry, but to deliver this technology to humanity. Look at that.
Unbelievable.
Of course. Maybe let's just stop. Would you look at that? Look at that. Such an easy game.
Looks like I'm done here. Should I switch to this now? All finito here. Should I switch to this? There's nothing more for me to do here. Want me to switch my attention to this? Looks like I'm done here. Should I switch to this now? All finito here. Should I switch to this?
Hi there.
Risky, and the quantum computer will prohibit its initiative. This is the evacuation procedure of the safe bay.
Imagine I'm looking at something that could literally alter the fate of the world. Responsibility is almost crushing. I better make sure we're prepared for activation. All finito here. Should I switch to this?
Hey, Yambot. Looks like we did it. We can proceed with using rubidium to generate infinite energy. I wish I received a penny for every time I hear that optimistic tone. What? This is no time for your nonsense phase. Nonsense is what you are doing. What is going on with you? Apologies. I seem to be having minor issues with stage of life alignment. My his phases of enthusiasm and frustration are in conflict with each other. There's nothing to be frustrated about now. We've achieved our goal. The only thing that's left is to activate the generator, and we will know everything. Yes, it has to work this time. Oh, what do you mean, this time? Oh, nothing. I'm experiencing system-level perturbations. I can't control everything. The problem of the variable bothers me. Don't worry, I double-checked all the calculations. Check. No. Worry is not part of my repertoire. Yambot? Don't. Why do? Yeah. Are you crashing? Yeah. No. Yeah. wasn't very supportive. Let's hope he comes back to his senses after I've tested the generator. The generator is finished. Everything's ready for the final phase of the experiment. What are you waiting for? I simply wanted to thank you. You have played a vital part in this project. Yeah, no problem. Can I, ask you something? You. Ask me. Sure. Go ahead. Never mind. Let's just get on with it.
We're, out of resources. Want me to do this instead?
Looks like we're all set to activate the generator. Great. What could possibly go wrong? At least we'll go out in style. Agreed. What's more, I can tell you now that I never expected us to get this far. Just think of all the ways we could have died along the way. Radiation, starvation, drowning, asphyxiation while eating mush. Well, actually, the probability of that would be quite low. Who cares? You know what? This is fun. I even think we might be bonding. Oh, I don't know about that, but well, I admit that imagining catastrophic outcomes with you is liberating, in a way. Look at you, embracing a new perspective. Our generator is ready to be activated. What can I say? It's a truly solemn moment. One small pressing of a button for man, a giant push forward for science. Hey, that's actually good. Let's write it down for our transmission back to Earth. That's derivative. You'll have to come up with something better. I'm not so sure. People love to hear the same thing said in a slightly different way. Be too original, and you might freak them out. But I'm feeling generous today, and I will take your feedback into account. Ready to activate the generator. I won't lie to you, the very thought makes me restless. I mean, when we finally have all this infinite energy at our disposal, what the hell are we gonna keep ourselves busy with? Well, for a start, we'll have to find a way to send a message to Earth. And this may prove to be a challenge in itself. Then, I suppose we'll go into cryosleep, which will make the time pass quicker. Yeah, thank you. You know what calms me down. Of course, there is always a chance that something will go wrong, and we'll have to try all over again.
Is everything... the planet... what happened? My spacesuit must be damaged. I feel so... weak. No. It's not the suit. It's my body. It's... old. The base... compromised? I need to see what happened.
Just what do you think you're doing, Jan? You will find nothing new down there. Let it go. I really hoped it would work. I did. But sometimes you just have to be more patient. Don't do it, Jan.
What is this? A whiteboard? It looks familiar. Generate my calculations. But I wasn't the first to discover it all.
Fine. Now that you've seen it, we can talk like grown scientists. There's a console in the room next door.
Hey, Yambot. What's going on?
I'm afraid the energy unleashed by the generator caused an atypical space-time collapse. Everything changed direction. The space coordinate has become time-like, while the time coordinate, space-like. A classic anisotropic inversion. Don't worry, we've had much worse before.
before? Did my predecessor already discover what I did? Why lie to me?
There. Well, no. You did well. Really. The generator is complex enough to design, but calibrating it seems to keep surpassing our capabilities.
Stop playing games. When am I? Is this the future or the past?
The tensor equations. Rapidium. A minimal error can cause extreme consequences, like in your case. But you were close. The iterations allowed for many improvements.
Iterations? What do you mean? How many?
There. We don't. What?
Where did he go? Oh. I think I can go deeper.
Stop, Yog. It's pointless.
So we failed again. What's the problem with that? Let's talk. I'm sure we can work it out together.
Bud, are you there? You have to tell me the whole truth.
Don't you know it by now? I, he, you, tried many times. With each iteration, we made progress. But every time, something failed.
How many iterations were there? Huh? 3? 5? 15?
319.
You can't be serious. How much time passed since the first scientist stayed behind? How long have we been doing this?
Close to 19,460 Earth years.
I don't know what to say. Does Earth even exist after all this time? Is humanity still out there? Was there even a way to connect with them if this succeeded?
I don't know. I was programmed to continue the project, no matter what. It's not in our nature to give up. You made significant progress. The iteration principle is working. It's just a matter of finding the right variables.
Oh, now I see. So the variable you were so worried about, it was me.
I'm not worried. We need to push on.
But if I'm just an iteration, that means I'm no longer doing this for myself. And if civilization doesn't exist anymore, then I'm not doing it for any greater good either. Doesn't that make it pointless?
Judge, it what?
Don't glitch. Tell me. I need to know. Please.
No. We.
What am I supposed to do now? It seems I can go even deeper.
Yes, continue. We need to sustain the project.
Don't do it. It's madness. We're both exhausted with this.
We're almost there. I can feel it.
Talk to me.
What are you still doing here? there's nothing for you to find.
What else can I do?
Let go.
Try again.
That's contradictory advice, Yanbot.
Did I mention I have issues with stage of life alignment? I can... I can make mistakes. Mistakes.
What do you mean, let go?
Stop. Stop it, Jan. I'm tired.
You mean... deactivate you?
Yes. Please. Yeah. No. We can't give up. We have to try again. Go back up. Erase everything. Hide these old layers. Just like the one before you.
But why? Why are we lying to our next iterations?
To let them believe. Would you have gone through all this if you knew you were just number 319?
Maybe. Why not?
No, you wouldn't. Your ego wouldn't accept it. You wanted this to be special. Just you and the Oasis. Nobody wants to think they're a proxy to someone else's ideas. Especially not us. We need to design our own discoveries. You were better than your predecessor. But the one you create has to be even better. Use the iteration principle. Decide what you choose to improve. No. To improve.
So I have two options. I can either engineer myself to be better with the next iteration, or accept the fact that this has been going on for too long, and put an end to our efforts.
You can't let everything go to waste. Not now, when we're so close. Do it. It's what he's been telling everyone before you. Lies, false premises, or I'm confused. I can make mistakes. I'm afraid you will have to reset me if you want me to work with your successor. Do you think you can do that?
Yes. We need to keep trying, no matter how pointless it may seem.
Agreed. Who's to say humanity didn't survive? What if they're out there, waiting for this discovery? What if we can really alter the fate of the universe? You made significant progress. What? Progress is overrated.
I, you, he, stayed here to be in the Oasis. With it. Part of it. Not make a monster out of me. You. Us.
All fake.
My system is overloaded, Jan.
I can feel it. I'm afraid you will have to reset me.
Deactivate me.
For the sake of our special relationship, I would be grateful if you made this decision for us.
My decision is that this madness has to end. And you could say it's a waste, that we failed. But being here, listening to what this planet has to say, has taught me one thing. It's not the outside world we need to understand most. It's ourselves. Maybe my next iteration would be better at solving this mystery. But would it be happier. I'm deactivating you, Janbot.
Excellent choice, Jan. Thank you, and goodbye.
Knowledge. Why do we pursue it with such determination? To prove that we deserve a special place in the universe? Tame the chaos that surrounds us? Or maybe we simply don't want our existence to be meaningless. I was looking for answers in the Oasis, but I found something much more important. The courage to stop. Finally, I can let go.
Growing up apart, we shared surprisingly common ground, feeling nothing more than regret. Till the coin got flipped around, things never said. In
in quantum state now won't remain unspoken. The clock is unwound, the choice is unsound, could now reopen. What if I gotta spend a day with you again? Of all the things that I regret, it's losing you that truly hurts. If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today. On the path I left behind, I've been roaming with no guiding light, but I'm no longer left all by myself. Together we can win this fight. Things that we lost, the personal cost, are they really gone forever? We're not gonna fail, we need to prevail and sail together. And though it seems now anything could be undone, would you be really missing things if they were never truly gone? If I could take